player, no question about it, and he's been working his way up the rankings wonderfully, and he deserves to be where he is in the position to get the number one. At the moment, no, to be honest with you. I've been aware in the past when I was in a race for number one to end up the season number one, and of course that I've known the different scenarios, but right now I'm really not thinking about it, and as I said, it's very soon going to happen, the number one transition. Well, you always prefer to win in straight sets without getting too stressed about the match, but I actually like the fact that I dropped my serve, I lost the break, allowed him to come back to the match. He started playing better in the second set, hitting the spots with the serve. Well, I kind of backed up a bit. Things changed, and it was really, we were going toe to toe. And I think in the 12th game of the second set, when I was serving to stay in the set and take it to a tiebreak, I found the rhythm for the serve. I had really great, quick, smooth service game, and it continued onwards in the tiebreak, and two great returns on 5-2 up to finish up the match. So best possible tiebreak that I could play, I think, against a great quality opponent who I think the rankings don't really speak to his quality at the moment. He deserves to be ranked higher, and I've known him, over the years. We played some great matches, and it was a fantastic test. I really enjoyed the atmosphere as well tonight on the court. It's not the first time that I have family with me on the tournament, and I actually enjoy it, of course, particularly now after everything that has happened recently. I felt like I wanted to stay with the family and feel the warmth, love, and support of them. And of course I have different roles this week: a father, husband, and a player, and my brother is here as well, and friends. So it's my parents arrived also yesterday, so it's really nice to have people that are closest in my life here with me and cheering me on, spending quality time. During the day we're on the beach or somewhere else, obviously, and the matches are starting later in the day, so it allows me to have a little bit of time to recuperate and to spend some time with kids. So I've been enjoying it so far. And as for the Acapulco situation, I saw the video, I saw Sasha's statement. I think he said it all in that statement. He realizes that it was a mistake. I understand the frustration. Sometimes on the court, you feel in the heat of the battle, lots of different emotions, different things happening in your head, and I made mistakes in the past where I had tantrums on the court. So I understand that what the player is going through. But of course, I do not justify his actions, but he has, with the words that he had in the statement, handled it in the right way. He said he made a mistake, and his actions were not appropriate. And I think, the disqualification decision was, I think, not too harsh. I think it was correct under the circumstances, and. Of course it is harsh for a player to get disqualified from a tournament. I mean, I know a year and a half ago I had something, I can't say similar, but I was disqualified from a Grand Slam, with unintentionally hitting the line umpire, but I realized that it is a mistake and I have to take it. So hopefully he can reflect on that and not let something like that happen ever again in his life. I'm sure that he's going to approach it maturely. Well, look, I'm sure that the ATP management and officials will look at the video, will probably interview the chair umpire, will take some time to decide what they want to decide. I'm never going to encourage an ATP disqualifying or finding a player, because I'm not in a position to do that. Why would I do that? I agreed with what Sasha stated in his statement. He said, I made a mistake. It was not appropriate behavior. I went too far, and that's all. I support that kind of statement. And everyone is a human being. Everyone is flawed and can make mistakes. But I wouldn't agree with you that he was the only one that ever has done something like that. There were many examples of players hitting their racket in the chair, umpire's chair. It happened. Bottles, whatever, bags were thrown, and a lot of things, a lot of bad words. It's not the only case. I would disagree with you there.
I didn't mean the only case, but
because you
very different.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But you told me in a way that Sasha has done it in such way violently, and me and all the other players haven't done that. I think you would agree there was a lot of cases that were very similar.